So this year we are aiming to win the Giro d'Italia this May with Simon Yates. We do a lot of recon, particularly around the Grand Tours. So there's no surprises on race day.
Doing recons for these big races is really important. A lot of the riders will have their favourite computer, whether they use it's the Garmin Edge 1030, 1030 Plus or the Garmin Edge 530.
I actually rotate the Garmins that I use. I use the big one, the 1030. It's more for training. I like that one just to really see everything on the screen, upload the route, what I'm doing, even though I know the roads, to know exactly where I'm going. Because then it pops up with the climbs, the comms if you're into that as well, which I am every now and then. The one for racing I use mainly is the 530 because that gives you basically everything from the bigger one, the 1030, just in a smaller lightweight package.
Obviously on the bigger computer you've got a lot more screen. Especially with doing a recon, you want to look at the climbs, they can look at the gradients, what's coming up. Just so many different options, and it really does depend on which rider, what they like to see.
Climb Pro on the Garmin that pops up, how many k's to go, the gradients, you like sometimes just to know the lap time on there as well. So start of the climb, smash the lap button, and I know exactly how long roughly the climb's going to take and how long we've done.
As far as the navigation, you know, we've got all the GPX files of all these races. We can even plot points in the files. Climb Pro feature, which I didn't have as a rider, but is now come in. So as soon as you hit a climb, and it's a classified climb on Garmin, it'll pop up on the screen and you can see your current location on that climb, what's coming up, what the gradients are for that particular climb.
The races are won by such small margins. I think the recon is such an important part now of cycling to really just get that small advantage to know, just to see it in person, but also to confirm that with the Garmin, and even then when you get to the race day, you know, you remember it, because sometimes we do these recons months in advance, and just to have that small reminder on the Garmin is such an important part of racing.
The primary goal of producing the Karoo 2 was to take the most powerful componentry that has ever been put into a head unit and bring it into a package that is small, lightweight, compact, and easy to use for use at the highest levels of the cycling sport. So the biggest challenge is taking a series of components that are independently quite power hungry, that are delicate, that don't do well in the rain, and putting them into a package that is ruggedized, weatherproof, able to go through a tremendous range of temperatures and stay working well on the front of a bike.
The Hammerhead community speaks directly to our customer support team, and our customer support team are a conduit to our entire product development team. A lot of the decisions we made for Karoo 2 were from feedback from our customers, and that will be the case going forward with future things that we build. Through extensive surveying, in-person interviews, phone interviews, we figured out an optimal screen size at 3.2 inches. The Karoo 2 screen is the same height as the Karoo 1 screen. We just cut off the edges. The data remains exactly the same size. And you know, the edges of the map are obviously not as important as what's coming up ahead of you.
So the navigation and routing on Karoo 2 are absolutely class leading. We have our own proprietary navigation algorithm on the device. And what that allows us to do is very quickly put a rider onto the optimum road if they miss a turn or if they need to reroute. And that's something that we do quite uniquely.
Often we have customers writing in from obscure parts of the world, and they send us their GPX tracks and they say, I'm trying to route through the Moroccan mountains and you guys don't tell me how to get there. So we use that information to improve our algorithms and to eventually improve our maps and the routes we suggest.
The Karoo 2 is a constantly evolving platform. We've built it on an extremely powerful processor with a large memory, with Android as an operating system. And what this allows us to do is develop software that every 2 weeks gets better and better. And when we look at what we have in our software roadmap, it is extremely exciting, and it is features that nobody has seen within the head unit context.
When finish times are measured in fractions of a second, no advantage is too small. With Element Bolt, Wahoo developed the first integrated computer and mount system, delivering a by-computer design to help defy the forces that slow you down. And now an even more powerful Bolt, set to push the limits once again. From staying on pace, to staying on course, to staying up front, to staying in contact. The new Element Bolt keeps you focused on what matters most: your performance.
Well, I'm very happy and excited that we will continue to work with Brighton. Last year we had already a nice partnership. This year they bring their new product, the 750, on the market. From what I've seen here in the training camp, the first time I've been using it, it's a very good product. The past few years we really see teams are data hungry, and also the riders are very interested in following up their condition, and then a good data collector like the Brighton we have is key. It's directly syncing with my Training Peaks account, so yeah, couldn't be any better.
So I normally just have 4 data fields. I have my power, distance, lap average power for efforts, and cadence, and normally just keep it simple.
When I opened my Brighton computer, it was big surprise that there is voice navigation. And sometimes when I go to race, before the race I go to ride and I lost myself, then navigation can help me go back to the hotel.
It's just easy to get the GPX from your phone to the Brighton computer. We just download it from the email we get sent, and it just goes straight to the Brighton, and it's really quick and simple. And then also out on the road, the navigation's really good with turn-by-turn instructions. So but that's my favourite feature of the Brighton.